Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we're going to have the first look at this ROG laptop. This is a gaming laptop. The specific model name is the ROG STRIX G17, guys, and this comes in actually two variants. This is the higher end 17-inch variant and also in 15 inches. And this actually comes with the latest AMD Ryzen processors, the 5000 series. So I was really excited about it because if you recall last year, the Ryzen 4000 series processors were so good, so I was excited to test. I wanted to know how does this one perform, and again, hint guys, I ran a lot of benchmarks. Will show you the performance is amazing. And also in terms of GPU, this one has the new NVIDIA 3070 RTX graphic card. So let's have a closer look at the same. So this is the laptop, and again, as it's a gaming laptop, you have RGB lighting on this one. You can control how bright you want, how dull you want. You can adjust all those things over here. We also have some lighting over here, as you can see. And again, because this is 17-inch laptop, guys, a full-size keyboard that we are getting, and even a number pad on this one. And guys, this is the 17-inch variant, and this is an IPS LCD screen, and it has a matte finish, so the glares you do not see, and it's a good quality one. In fact, this comes in two variants, guys. The screen actually, this is the full HD version, but the thing is that this one is having a 300 Hertz refresh rate, great for high-speed FPS gaming. And we also get it in one more variant, that's a Quad HD, that has a 165 Hertz refresh rate, and both of them have a 3 millisecond latency. And the good thing is that the colors are very accurate on this one. It's 100% sRGB, and the viewing angles are also good, about 117 degrees on this one. Let me actually show you the physical aspects, then we'll continue. And this area is actually, guys, this is metal. Inside is actually made up of plastic, and this we have the logo. This actually closed ROG. And if we go towards the back, this you can open it up. I'll show you later. But all the major ports are here at the back. This is where your power brick will go. We also have a full LAN port. It's a gigabit. We also have a HDMI port, and this is a USB Type-C port. And in fact, you can charge up to 100 watts via this one. The brick supplied is a 240 watt brick that you are getting, and we also have one more USB port. So I like that most of the ports are here at the back, and we have massive vents to dissipate the heat. And if I go over here, we also have additional two USB ports, and we also have a headphone jack over here. And this weighs 2.7 kilograms, guys. This is a 17-inch variant, and let me just boot this up. And does not have a fingerprint scanner like other gaming laptops, but RGB and stuff, as you can see. And I also like the fact that the trackpad is actually big on this one, as you can see. And of course, it's Wi-Fi 6 certified that you're getting. So again, as it's a gaming laptop, you also get this option, this Asus Armory crate that they call. Here you can move between performance mode and silent mode and all those things. If you plug in, you get to choose more, guys. Right now it's on the battery, that's why it's not allowing us, but you can move to the performance mode. As you can see right now, like automatically when it's on battery, it moves to the silent mode like this. It lowers the brightness and stuff, but again, you can move around like this, so you can customize this. And let me actually talk about the configuration, and for that, let me do one thing. Let me actually put this CPU Z, and as you can see, guys, this is the Ryzen 9 5900HX, and it's based on the 7 nanometer. And if you move to the caches, this has 16 megabytes of cache, and of course the motherboard will be made by Asus, and this is actually having 16 threads, guys. So it's 8 core 16 thread. And if I go to memory, by default this configuration is 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 that we are having. What I'll do is, here on the side are all the specs for this specific model, but again, as it's a laptop, this comes in various other configurations also, guys. And the graphic card, of course, it has AMD internal graphic, but again, it's a gaming laptop, guys. The graphic card on this specific model is the NVIDIA RTX 3070, and this is based on the new NVIDIA 3000 ampere here that's based on 8nm process and comes with 8GB of DDR6 RAM. I couldn't install every game out there, so what I did is I ran a lot of benchmarks to give you an idea. First, let's start with the Cinebench R15, the CPU scores. Notice the OpenGL score, guys, 159.34, and the CPU score of 2142. This is insane. You can run this, you can simply download this Cinebench R15 and run it on your own laptop to give you an idea. I also ran just the OpenGL, and we got a score of 159. Then I also wanted to test the Cinebench R20. This actually stresses the CPU, and here we got an insane score of 5011 points, and it's just amazing. Let me actually do one thing. Let me show you how fast this damn thing is, and this is going to be real time to give you an idea, guys, how fast it runs. And it's just going to start now. And just notice, guys, how fast this is running. This is real time. I've not sped it up or anything. That shows the power of this CPU, the 5900HX. This is insane, guys. This is just insane how quickly this is doing. Just try it on your laptop. That way you'll get an idea what I'm talking about. You know the score, so I'll just end this one as of now. I'll just stop. So we got an insane score of 5000 points on this one. Let's move to the next one. I also ran in this, the single core, and here we got a very respectable, very high score again of 557. So even in a single thread operations, this CPU is performing amazingly, and I like what Asus has done in terms of calibration. I also ran the Crystal Disk Mark. By default, it comes with 1TB of SSD and read speeds about 1890 and write about 1.6 GB that we are getting. These are not the fastest, but very respectable scores, I would say. So everything loads very fast. I also ran this Geekbench 5. You can also download and run this very easily. And here, as you can see, single core, we got a score of 1457, and for multi-core, we got a score of 7414. I also ran the CUDA because it has the NVIDIA GPU, and the CUDA score is what you can see here. Again, a very high score that you are getting. It's 1,29,536. And I also ran the PC benchmark, guys. This is a professional edition, and overall score that we got, again, a very, very healthy score of 7060 on this one. And I was running this benchmark, this is 3D Mark, to test the GPU scores, and it's very difficult to install every game out there, but this 3D Mark Professional, actually, when this benchmark is finished, actually shows us the performance of the laptop based on the benchmark, and also shows us some of the various popular games, how would they perform. So let's have a closer look at that one. So guys, the benchmark was done for this Time Spy, and we got a score of 9748, and that's a very, very good score, guys. And as I've told you, after the benchmark, it analyzes how it would do in some of the popular games. And as you can see, on Battlefield 5 at 1440 at ultra settings, it says that you can get about 95 FPS. It also has Apex Legend, and it's calculating you should get about 110. Again, that's on ultra 1440p. GTA 5 60 FPS, that's on again 1440p ultra. And Fortnite 105 FPS. And for Red Dead Redemption, you should get about 35 plus FPS. I also ran the Port Royal. This is for that because it has that RTX. I ran that, and here we got again a very healthy score of 5909. The speakers are good. Let me skip this ad. And this is Overwatch, guys. Let me actually show you the options and the graphics settings, and that's at 1920. Again, the graphic quality is at ultra, guys. I've set it to that, and let's actually play this game now. And guys, getting about 120, 115 to 120 FPS on this one. That is the Overwatch game. Very smooth gameplay. And drops down to about 100 to 95, and there is a lot of action. So let me quickly break it down between what I liked and what I did not like. Let's first talk about some of the nitpickings. I won't say these are strictly cons, but nitpickings. Regarding the trackpad, again, the trackpad is very responsive and very good, but again, it does not have any physical buttons. I'm missing that. That should have been. Yes, I know most of you will use a mouse for gaming, but I miss the physical left and right buttons on the trackpad. Again, this model does not have a camera, and another thing is that again, this is a beefy laptop. This one also does not have any fingerprint scanners. Guys, let me know. I have tested so many gaming laptops and most of them simply do not have a fingerprint scanner. Why is that? So I miss the fact that this one also does not have that fingerprint scanner. So these were some of the small nitpickings that I have noticed, but overall I was very impressed. And if I have to summarize what did I like, let's go with that now. And the first thing is that overall performance, because of the Ryzen processor that is used, the 5900HX is a beast of a processor, as you saw with the benchmark results and the scores that we got. It's a proper 8-core with actually a total of 16 threads. So anything I threw on it was amazing. In fact, that Cinebench, when I was running the R20, how fast it was moving was just crazy. So in terms of raw performance, it's very good. Another thing that I like with this laptop is that yes, it's a beefy laptop, big, weighing about 2.7 kilograms, but it's having that big 17-inch screen. And I would say while doing a little bit of gaming and even content work when I was testing this one, I like this massive screen. Specifically while gaming, I would say it gives a very immersive experience. So again, I would personally lean over the 17-inch compared to 15 if you don't have portability at your highest end. So I like that 17-inch screen. Next thing I like is that many of the gaming laptops actually, the fans actually are very, very loud. Yes, when you stress this and game continuously, the fans do ramp up even on this one, but it is not as loud as many of the other gaming laptops that I have tested recently or even last year. In fact, I would say when you're just casually using it like this on battery power, the fan hardly blows. As you can see, I'm picking it up. So the fan is actually silent when you're not putting any load on this one, which is a good thing because I find it very irritating some of the gaming laptops. If you're just doing casual work also, the fan noise is irritating. That's not the case with this one. So I like that. Moving to the keyboard, I also like the keyboard on this. The travel is very good and it's a very nice experience to actually type on this one. And lastly, as I've already mentioned, you also have the USB Type-C and you can actually charge the laptop up to 100 watts. So that is the convenience thing. Let's say you're not gaming or something, you just want to go out, you don't have to actually carry this brick. So that's actually a nice thing. And lastly is regarding the upgradability on this one, you can actually open this up from the back and you have access to the RAM ports and you can add a maximum of 6